Hello everybody and welcome to the first beer review from the package I received from Jens. Right, so the first bit we're going to try is this one here, the AbraxXxas, the Lichtenheiner Weisse by Freigeist Bierkultur. Did a little bit of checking out on them. It looks like they are gypsy brewers. So it says on the side here, Freigeist Bierkultur Brüder Brauerei Gula, Zeeland, Maine. Best before July 2014. So they're gypsy brewers by the looks of things who go and brew at places. They don't have a permanent home, so they'll go and use different breweries' kit to create their beer. And this one in particular is meant to be sour and smoky. So this is a sour beer, so it's I couldn't find out whether it has Brett in it, whether it is open fermented or the like. But it's meant to have quite a lactic flavour to it, and the smoky part is because they use rauchmalt in this. So the malt that was used in the Echternkehle, so that kind of smoky bacon flavoured malt that they smoke over beechwood, like the same sort of flavour that you get with some German sausages. They smoke them over beechwood. Same sort of thing with this beer as well. So this should probably prove to be a pretty interesting beer. I'm guessing it's bottle conditioned. Yes, it most certainly is. There is a ton of sediment at the bottom. So let's crack this open. This could be quite a frothy one, so I might just do it over the bin, because you never know with these things. And because it's been coming overseas. Nope, we're good, we're good. It hasn't overflowed. So let's pour it on out. See what we have. Try and be a bit gentle with this one, because I have a feeling that given a chance it might just overfroth. Right, there we go. So, out into the glass. As you can see, carbonation is absolutely stupendous. There is a lot of it. Butterfinger's worth a head. Nice and foamy though. It is definitely sticking around, and can you see it's lacing already, and I've not even drunk anything. It is a very hazy, peachy sort of colour, as I was expecting from a bottle conditioned ale. I haven't been particularly overzealous with the pour, so it would be hazy anyway. But it looks absolutely beautiful, I must say. So let's go to nose in there, give it a smell. Oh yeah, there's definitely a little bit of funk in the nose. That slightly lemony, yeah, sort of like a sour candied lemon smell. You know, like you get those little lemon sherbets, something like that going on. Although I'm getting quite a lot of Weisse beer as well. The sort of banana and clovey smell too. And actually, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good combination. You get that kind of sour note with the banana and cloves, and I'm dipping my nose in it. With the banana and cloves, I quite like that combination on the nose at least. I'm sure it'll come across on the palate pretty good as well. But it smells wonderful. It smells like as it describes. The one thing I can't actually detect from smell alone. No, that's a lie actually. I guess I can get a... It's very subtle though, is the rauchmalt. It seems to be... Or maybe I'm just getting my palate mixed up a bit. No, there's definitely sourness to it. I guess there is perhaps a bit of smokiness as well. I'm just about getting the smokiness at the back end of the nose, but I'm primarily getting sourness. But that's pretty cool. It might mean it's quite a bit more balanced than we think. Right, so let's get in there and give it a try. Cheers. Oh yeah, there is sourness in absolute abundance in this fella. It's 6% as well, I believe. Yeah, it is. Yeah. But I'm getting like such an astringent sourness. I mean, 6% is quite high for some of these kind of sour beers, the sour Weisse beers, because like the Berliner Weiss, maybe if you tried that, was 3 point something. It was a low percentage beer anyway, so it was easy sipping, and the sourness was distinct, but also wasn't overpowering. Well, in this one, it's like a full explosion of sourness. Really nice. It's not overpowering, I might add. It's right from the get-go. Right as it hits your tongue, you get like an acetic sourness right the way across the entire palate. And then you get the kind of funky flavours, the sort of farm and barnyards taste that go with that sourness, and then it all kind of develops and melds and eases into this smokiness. It's I think it's really quite pleasant. It just takes that little bit of that bitter edge. If that sourness continued across the entire palate for the entire duration of the flavour profile, I think you might finish the bottle and be a bit like, oh, my entire mouth is sucked dry, I need something else. While the smokiness kind of tempers it a bit and leaves you with a really nice mellow and subdued sour aftertaste and this nice smoky flavour across you. Just that you can breathe it back, the aroma just come back again. I really like it. It's the smell transfers really well into the actual flavour. Now, what I did see when I was looking around is that people complained that this lacked carbonation, that it was relatively flat beer. And I must say, I think that's completely wrong. I'm getting a nice level of carbonation. I think the sourness, because it is so distinct, maybe people don't recognise that the carbonation is there, but I can feel it frothing away. It's got a nice, good, solid medium body, and the carbonation as well, so the entire mouthfeel is very pleasant. There's nothing wrong with that at all. It's not watery and it's not uber thick and chunky. Yeah, I think I really like this actually. I don't know why it hasn't been done before by the looks of things, because that sour tart lemon flavour and that smoked malt just seem to blend so perfectly. It's like the sour, a sort of savoury but smoky sweetness. They just balance each other really well. And to be talking about beer, and to not be talking about sweet malt and I guess citrusy hops or whatever kind of flavour of hop profile you get, to be talking about two different things, to be talking about a savoury flavour and a sour flavour is really refreshing. These are the sort of beers that I don't get to see as often as I'd like to see. They're much more prominent on the continent. I don't think English brewers. Well, having said that, a few beer festivals I've been to, I've seen more and more sour beers coming along. But the few that I've tried have been wholly lackluster and have nothing compared to this. This is a developed sour beer flavour profile, and it's really, really, really good. This is an easy 9 out of 10. It's stonking. I could drink far too many of these, and at 6%. A few of these would be enough to get me where I'd like to go, but I'd probably have a few more than I'd want. Very well done to Freigeist Bierkultur. By the way, they've got a really cool little label, that's little logo as well. Can you see it's a little ghosty, It is this is a cracking beer. Especially for an English palate such as mine, having not tried as many of these as I'd like to. Every time I try one, a soured beer, whether it's Cantillon, whether it's a Faro Lambic, or whether it's this AbraxXxas, I'm always very pleasantly surprised. So yeah, comment, tell me what you think if you've ever tried this, or you've tried it by Freigeist. And once again, thank you to Jens for your wonderful beer package. It is going down like a treat. Cheers.